Every time you're brushing, you're actually introducing more bacteria if you don't change regularly. Bacteria that has been there for 1 year, you can imagine they would have grown a whole family dead. They will have family and extended family all inside your toothbrush. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another exciting episode of Health Savvy with Dr. O. We already know. And as usual, I'm always excited to have you guys here with me. Today, we're actually going to be discussing something very interesting. But I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'm going to start it with a story and you figure out the topic as we go on. For those of you that love weddings, every Saturday you're at one bell or the other, just going from one to the other, eating food, you know how you guys do. Now imagine that one day you went to an Owambe, one beautiful day, and you are single and you are searching and you are ready to mingle. So it was time to dance. They were on the item number 7, or what was the one after food when it's time to dance. So if you are a guy, imagine that you saw this fine girl on the dance floor, and if you are a lady, imagine that you just saw this fine guy on the dance floor. So I'm going to stick with the ladies part of the story because they like gist more. You guys just imagine it in the reverse, right? So yeah, this Owambe and this fine guy just walks up to you as you're one of the bridesmaids and you are dancing with one of your girls on the dance floor, spring the bride and all that. And this fine boy just walks up to you and you're like, hey, this guy that I've been scoping all days finally come and meet me. And then the guy just comes, and you know how the music is so loud, so sometimes it's difficult to hear the person right next to you. So the guy comes and he's coming closer and you're like, hey, and your body's already shaking, and he comes and whispers into your ear, and then you're like, you don't hear what he's saying, you literally smell what he's saying, and you're like, what was that smell? No, that cannot be you. That did not just come out of your mouth. Yeah. So if it was you, what would you do? Would you just slowly just dance away like, I'm coming, I need to help my friend pick money from the floor, they are spraying? Or would you stay and just be holding your breath and praying that you should go away? Like, tell me in the comment section, what would you do if you were in that kind of scenario? Have you actually been in that kind of scenario before? Let's know what you did, right? Anyways, the topic that we're going to be discussing today is 6 ways that you can get rid of bad breath. Bad breath can be such a spoiler. You see such beautiful looking people, fine looking people, and just their breath. It's like, you cannot be this fine and your mouth is smelling like that. To be honest, some people don't even know they have bad breath. Some do, but they don't even know what to do about it. And it's always difficult to tell someone that they have bad breath. Like, how do you tell someone they have bad breath? Personally, I find it difficult. I don't know how to tell people, like how would you say it? Like, it seems like your mouth is smelling, or what do you say? I probably would just say, I think I have some mint in my bag, and I'll pop one in my mouth. I'll say, do you want some? I won't make it so obvious that I'm trying to tell them, like, hey, you need to take this mint because you're suffocating me right here. So basically, telling someone that they have bad breath is not so easy. So people might not even know that they have bad breath, and sometimes it's not a permanent thing, it might just be temporary. Maybe they ate something really bad like garlic or chewed raw onions and their mouth stinks and they don't even know. You know how they'll give you onion inside suya and you just be chewing the onion with the suya. Better be careful, because raw onions they make your mouth smell a certain way that is not very pleasant to the nostrils. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about 6 ways to get rid of bad breath, and I have a lot of items here with me. So the number 1 tool I have here for fighting bad breath, because this one is a war now, you're going to war. If you want to get rid of bad breath, you need a good toothbrush. Now, don't pick toothbrush that the bristles are too soft. Go for medium. Hard will be too hard, so it might actually, hurt your gums and cause bleeding in the gums and all that. But just medium is fine. And what do you do with a toothbrush? It's not for decoration. It's not to make your bathroom look beautiful. You are meant to brush your teeth twice a day at least. Now, I know brushing twice a day is easier said than done. If you brush at least once a day, that's a good start. But if you really want to get rid of bad breath, try to brush as much as twice a day, because it will remove all the bacteria causing bad breath from your mouth. And of course, if you are brushing, it has to go with a good toothpaste. So you must use very good toothpaste, right? One that has a lot of fluoride in it. Next tool that you're going to need if you want to fight bad breath is this. Some of you might not know what this is, but this is a dental floss, and they come in different forms. So there is the one that is just like a thread, right, that you can use to just floss your teeth. So what's flossing your teeth is basically just cleaning in between your teeth to remove extra food particles, that might have been trapped there. Those can harbor bacteria that cause bad breath. So you want to make sure that after every meal you are flossing your teeth to remove excess food particles that might be trapped in your teeth, because they can harbor bacteria that will cause bad breath. So make sure that you always floss your teeth. This, you can find it at any pharmacy, any supermarket. They are always available. They are really affordable, and you can carry them around, put them in your purse, put them in your bag, put them in your car, so you always have them everywhere you go. And for my next point, we're back to Mr. Toothbrush. Now, not only do you make sure you brush your teeth twice a day, but some people forget when they are brushing their teeth that they need to clean their tongue. Just because you say brush your teeth doesn't mean you should forget every other part of your mouth. You need to clean your tongue properly. Make sure you brush that tongue, right? Because also tongue can harbor bacteria that causes bad breath. So brush your tongue regularly. Like, make sure you brush all the corners of your teeth. Another thing that helps, especially when you are not able to brush your teeth twice a day, if you can at least use mouthwash to rinse your mouth at least twice a day after eating, it will help to kill all the bad breath causing bacteria. Very, very important. So if you know that you are fighting or struggling with or dealing with bad breath, get mouthwash. Another thing that you want to remember is change your toothbrush regularly. I cannot overemphasize the importance of people. You want to use one toothbrush for the whole year. That's not healthy at all. You need to change your toothbrush regularly. Change it at least every 3 months. Don't use it for more than 3 months. This is because every time you brush, you know that you're brushing the bacteria out. But some of those bacteria actually get on your toothbrush, and they can actually build up on your toothbrush. So every time you're brushing, you're actually introducing more bacteria if you don't change regularly. Bacteria that has been there for 1 year, you can imagine, they would have grown a whole family dead. They will have family and extended family all inside your toothbrush, and you'll be putting it inside your mouth, and you expect the bad breath to go. It's not going to go anywhere. So make sure you change your toothbrush at least every 3 months. You can choose to change it every month if you want to, but at least every 3 months. Next way you can fight bad breath, just take a visit to the dentist. The dentist should be your best friend. Sometimes people have bad breath not because they don't have good oral hygiene, not because they don't brush twice a day, not because they don't use mouthwash, not because they don't floss their teeth, but because they might actually have, like, for example, maybe a cavity or some other health condition that is causing them to have bad breath, which is medically known as halitosis, right? And it might take a dentist to actually discover that sometimes you have infections in the mouth that could actually produce pus that makes the mouth smell bad. So really, sometimes it takes the expertise of a dentist to really figure out what the issue is and deal with it. So if you notice that you have that bad breath issue, one great step you can take is visit the dentist today. You don't only have to visit the dentist when you have bad breath. You should also visit the dentist at least twice a year. So basically, have a checkup every 6 months, do some scaling and polishing. Let the dentist just check to make sure that your oral health is fine, and then you can go and come back in the next 6 months. This next tip I'm about to give, it actually happens to people, right? Especially if you are probably having a dry fast or you're on a diet and you're like, I'm not going to eat or drink anything. But when your mouth is dry, so when you have gone for long periods without drinking water, like when people are fasting or when people are dieting, their mouth tends to smell when it is dry. So if you fall into this category of people, if you are fasting or you are dieting, you need to be conscious that the fact that your mouth has been dry for so long, it might actually smell. And this is the point where I teach you how to check if you have bad breath. Now, if you want to know if you have bad breath, another situation where people have bad breath, so you might not exactly have like permanent bad breath or anything, but when your mouth stays closed for so long, no air has entered. So for example, if you have been quiet for a long time and your mouth is dry, and you open your mouth, the first breath that comes out of it might not be so pleasant. So you might want to be conscious that if you've not been talking for a while, let's say you're in the office, you guys are really busy and you have been quiet from morning till afternoon, and you suddenly want to talk, before you talk, or if you are in the dry mouth category and you can't drink water, before you talk, just stay where there's nobody. Don't let anybody be beside you. Inhale air and blow it out. Inhale air and blow it out so that there will be some circulation and ventilation in your mouth to remove that little bit of bad breath or air that has been trapped into your mouth. Now, this is the point where I tell you how to check if you have bad breath. Just take your hands like this. Yeah, do this one. Take your two hands, do them like this. I'll bring them closer to your nose. Now blow and inhale. If what you smelled scared you, then maybe, just maybe, you have bad breath, right? And the last tip, if you want to combat bad breath, make sure you carry a lot of, breath sprays like this. You just spray it into your mouth before talking to anyone, so you have fresh breath. Or you can get breath strips and put it into your mouth. It dissolves right immediately. See, I have nothing in my mouth. Or you can get peppermints, chew them, or sugar-free peppermint chewing gum, chew it, So it gives your mouth that fresh, minty smell, and you don't have to scare everybody anywhere you go. So please don't take all the jokes I've made in this video to heart. It's just to make everything fun and lively. But I hope you get the point. If you have bad breath, best ways to get rid of it are these 6 tips I've mentioned. Brush regularly, at least twice a day. Make sure you brush your tongue. Make sure that you rinse your mouth with mouthwash after eating if you're not able to brush. Floss your teeth once a day. Have regular dental checkups and avoid having a dry mouth. If you have any additional tips that you want to discuss, let's know in the comment section down below. Let me know, have you ever experienced bad breath? Like, have you had bad breath? How did you deal with it? How did you handle it? Do you know someone that has bad breath? Have you had to break the news to someone before that they have bad breath? Like, because if it's your loved one, you owe it to them to tell them that, oh, they have bad breath, right? Because they would do the same for you, or you'd want them to do the same for you. If you enjoyed watching this video so far, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos. Always remember, a healthy you is a happy you. See you next week.